Hello, what's up? My name is Seb and welcome to Jump Inside Games. Today we're doing a Jump Inside episode, and that is basically a 2-hour recording of a video game broken down into a 10-minute segment, and it will be showcasing things that you'll experience within the first 2 hours of a video game. Alright, so with that said, let's get on with the video. And one of the reasons we're doing this episode today is because we're celebrating Frontier development, because basically what they've done, they have created the Planet Coaster 2 game that's coming out this year, and I thought it's very important to check out the history, because this is Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. You may notice when starting up the game that Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 is created by Frontier Foundry. So let's step into this and see exactly what this game offers. And the first thing you'll see when you first start playing this is that you get this lovely long path and a nice entranceway. At the top of your screen, you get your time controls, your money, your happiness rating, what season it is in, how hot the park is, it's 62 Fahrenheit, and the date and time. On the left side, you've got a lot of your tools. So, for example, you've got your park management, your roller coaster things, your scenery stuff, the path making stuff. So if you want to build a path like I'm doing right now, you just go to the path tool and you just create a path. Nice and simple. Now, the next thing you're going to experience is actually getting a ride inside your park. I started off with this ride here, and I found it quite complicated with some of the controls, as I wasn't quite familiar with them. Don't worry, give it time, you will understand the controls, especially in theme park games or any builder games. It takes a while to get used to the controls, but when you know them, the game is a lot more funner. So, for example, I couldn't find out the button to rotate things, and then I found it out, and then I was able to actually rotate this ride as much as I wanted to. And then, of course, you also get a entrance way to your ride. So if you want to build a really long, nice entrance way, like I'm doing right here, you can easily do that just by creating a really long snake-like path. Now, you can customize certain things in this ride. I'm not going to cover all the customization features, but you can, like, rename the ride and stuff like that, which is what I'm doing right here. But basically, what you want to do is, once you've set the ride up, you want to open up the ride and allow people to queue on and actually get onto the ride itself. And then people will start riding your rides. That's basically how you do pretty much any ride in this game. Place it down, place it where you want it, build a queue up, and let the guests ride on the rides. Now, once the ride is complete and everything's all set up, you can also ride on the ride yourself. So you can just click on the camera icon and you can wait for the doors to close, and then the ride will start going and you'll be able to experience what everyone else is experiencing. So that's quite cool. That's a nice little nifty thing they included into the game. I like that. And some of you might have come here to find out how to do zoo inside your park. Well, this game allows you to do that as well. Basically, you want to build a pen, wherever you want the pen to be. I built this incorrectly, as you'll see, because you can build different enclosures for different animals. And I started getting pinged quite a lot when I started dropping animals into this thing. It turned out it was the wrong pen, first of all. This is the first issue I faced. Then I found out the correct fencing for these particular animals. So I got this fencing to keep them inside their pens and all that kind of stuff. However, I couldn't find out how to move them from this pen to that pen, which took me a while to actually figure out. Turns out there's actually a grab tool, so I could actually pick up an animal and move them. So I figured that out afterwards. Then I had to build a place for them to, well, be safe and be alive, and also include keepers inside the parks. To do that, basically, I needed to build an enclosure for the animals. Then I also dropped down loads of items that they could play with. I didn't realize that's what this all was, but yeah, they started playing with tires, which was kind of cool and interesting. One of the things I found out a while afterwards, after everything was kind of more set up, was how to actually fix some of these gates, because these gates started breaking and the animals actually started to escape. In fact, all the animals started to escape. And yeah, it was a little bit awkward. But then I found out actually how to fix these gates. So basically, you need these viewing galleries, and you need to place them on either side. Then a mechanic comes on over, and he actually fixes these fences up, just like so. It's actually incredibly quick. I thought he had to go around and fix each of them individually. No, he just repairs the whole thing in all one go, which is brilliant and amazing. Now, we'll move on to water rides next. And we'll start off with this one here. And I will say, this game is only difficult until it's not, which means basically, once you understand the controls, once you understand what things mean, then it's easier to work with the ride. I found out things like, okay, I actually didn't know how to get a long station straight away. And then I actually figured it out. There's an actual station button, and you can extend the station button, and you can just carry on that station forever. You just need to constantly click the station button. I didn't realize this straight away. It took me a while to figure this one out. When I did figure everything out, I was well away building this track, designing it the way I wanted it to. I could go up, I could go down, I could go left, I could go right. This was going to be a little miniature water rapid ride. That's what I was going for. I wanted at least... I think I wanted 2 climbs and a drop, and that's kind of what I wanted to do with that. And I think it was quite good. I think I ended up making this quite nice. And then I actually opened it up, and loads of people came queuing onto the ride. A few little nifty things I absolutely love about this game. You can tell it when you want the next ride to go. For example, these little miniature circular rapid things. You can tell the game that you want it to... go when the seats are completely full, or just go with any load. So if, for example, just 2 people get on, it would just go straight away. So when this first kicked off and the first person was riding on the ride, they were riding on the ride all alone, and I felt kind of sorry for them. So I had to make sure that the next ride was set to full capacity before they took it off. You might have also spotted that when I was building this ride, I used an autocomplete tool, which the game actually completed the ride for me, which was quite a nice tool to have. It means if you can't quite finish off the rides, or can't find the right pieces, or can't connect it properly, the automatic system will do that for you. It's not the best in the world, and you do have to kind of be pointing on the right direction, but it does do quite a nice job of reconnecting the ride for you. And then you get this lovely, beautiful water rapid ride thing that I've created right here. I like it. It's nice. Then we're going to move on to building a slide for a pool. This is the pool right here. I've kind of made like a little island in the middle, and we are going to connect a slide to the pool. It's going to be quite interesting. Now, I'm not going to lie, this was quite tricky for me to kind of pick up and understand, because I didn't quite understand exactly how to do a slide at first. I'm going to skip you over a couple of steps. So, I wanted something tall, because it needs to go down, it's a slide. So, you start off with like a tall platform. You make sure that you select the one that you want, and then you have to kind of connect that to the pool area. So, design it how you want to. For me, if I had a lot more time, I'd have probably... designed it to make it like a really nice slide thing. However, for this particular video, I just wanted to showcase it, so I just wanted to make nice and simple. And I don't think I did too bad of a job of making kind of like a nice simple slide. So what I did is I built a nice dippy slide like this, where they would land in the pool, and then you need to click the button that connects a pathway to the slide. Place the pathway exactly where you want it to be, and then twist it or turn it so it eventually gets to the actual ride itself. Now the ride needs people, and the best way to get people is to build some changing rooms so they can actually change their clothes and get into the pool itself, and then they can use all the pool features, and the pool does get quite packed. One thing I did want to change was I did remove this middle island so everyone could swim everywhere. And then I built some walkways along the side of the pool so people could walk, not just go straight immediately into the pool itself. They'd have some walking space right there. I thought that was quite necessary, and I quite like what I ended up with. So you got a pool, you got slides where people can slide down into the pool. It looks marvelous. I love this. This is a really cool thing. I can't wait to see what Planet Coaster 2 does with the water parks, because if this is what Roller Coaster Tycoon can do in, like, was it 2006 when they started inventing that kind of stuff, I can't wait to see what Planet Coaster 2 comes out with. Then the final thing that I wanted to do was actually build a roller coaster, because it's called Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, but it's about roller coasters. So I could actually full-on build a roller coaster. Now this was actually a lot easier than I expected. Very similar to the water ride, you've got these up controls, these down controls, these track controls. There was a lot of stuff that I could really do with this, and I kind of wanted something just simple to start off with. So I ended up with a really nice and simple roller coaster. There is a few things like you can test the roller coaster out before it actually has to go. So you need like the Ghost Train version so you can actually see if this is actually going to work. And then after I made some adjustments, the ride was actually able to go all the way across and complete the full-on circuit. And then I was able to open up the ride to customers, and customers are allowed to ride on the rides. And then on top of that, the best part is that I absolutely loved is you can actually experience the ride that you personally built yourself. So you can build the ride to how you want it, and then you can actually ride on that ride that you built. I think that's amazing. That is brilliant on this game. Wonderful, just absolutely wonderful. Anyway, that's Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, probably the best Roller Coaster Tycoon game of the lot. I don't think Roller Coaster Tycoon World went in that direction that everybody loves, but Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 is a really awesome Roller Coaster Tycoon game, and I absolutely love it. But from here on out, I'd say the direction for Roller Coaster games went straight to Planet Coaster. So yeah, really awesome games out. But if you want to build like a roller coaster game like this, I still would at this point recommend checking out Planet Coaster. Go towards that game. They're bringing out a Planet Coaster 2. I think that game's just gonna knock it out the park. Especially like this game included a zoo, roller coasters, and water rides all in one game. And this game was made back in, 2006? I like to see exactly what the new Planet Coaster 2 can do now that it's years on. I want to see what that game can really full on achieve. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. Now, I think there are a few graphical updates to this game because this game was originally released in 2006, so I think there are some graphic updates, and it's the complete edition, so it does say 2020 on the case. So, yeah, if you are looking and you're trying to find exactly what game I'm playing on Steam, it is the Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Complete Edition. Just so you don't get confused with, oh, what edition is he playing? Is he playing the Platinum Edition? I can't find it or something. You know, no, this is the Complete Edition version of the game. So, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you on another Jump Inside video. Goodbye.